Hi, my name is Taylor Comtois. I'm 18 years old. January is when I first really considered Freed Hardeman University. I mean, I always knew about the school, but it really hadn't hit me that I was actually graduating and going to attend college. 8 years ago, my parents got a divorce. They divorced when I was 8, my little brother was 4, and that took a really big toll on my family just because that closeness kind of broke apart. And January is when things started getting a little rocky. My mom had lost her job. She worked for a private airport, and my dad, he worked for an asphalt company, which is laying concrete and working on power lines, and he got laid off. Now it was within, about a month difference. And since my mom was laid off, that was a big thing for me because now I was faced with, now it's my turn to take the responsibility. So I had already had a job working as a babysitter. However, then I decided, okay, I'm going to help out my family. So I got a job at a restaurant called Cowboys Barbecue Steak and Company, and I worked that and then babysitting. My mom, her main priority was trying to get a roof over her kid's head. We got by. We were okay, and we just kept faith in God, and He got us through. So I decided to come to Freed Hardeman University. And 1 week prior to arriving here on campus, we had found out that my dad had been diagnosed with colon rectal cancer. And it was already really hard on my brother and I because my mom moved in June to Indiana. At that time when I found out about my dad, I was faced with the decision, do I stay here at home or do I go away to college in Tennessee? And, that was the hardest decision I've ever had to make. I knew my little brother relied on me, and leaving him was really hard. I am the first one out of my whole entire family to attend college. So would I be willing to give up that major achievement? And I decided, you know what, I need to go. I got here and things were going good for about a week. And then money ran short, and then I was faced with another decision. Will I be able to stay here? Because I don't know if I can afford it here. I just talked to my grandma and my mom, and they told me talk to the big man, talk to the president of financial aid. I talked to Jay Satterfield, and he is the most wonderful man ever, because I walked into that office crying my eyes out because I didn't want to leave Freed. I didn't want to have to go home because I couldn't afford to stay here. So I talked to him and I told him my story, and I said, is there anything that I could do? Is there any more opportunities? Because I would love to stay at Freed. You know what I'm going to do for you? He said, I'm going to grant you this first generation scholarship. And what that did was it paid for the rest of my fall semester. And I was so grateful. And he said, don't thank me. He said, thank the donors. If it weren't for you all, I would not be in this chair right now. Because I have been so inspired by that opportunity. And in return, I want to do something to help others, because that impacted my life tremendously. And I remember I called my grandma right after, and I was like, Grandma, it's gonna be okay. And you know what she told me? She said, God is great. And then I knew Freed is where I belong. Now I can stay here at Freed, and I can enjoy the wonderful life of a college student. I can grow spiritually, and I've made friends, and I've joined a social club, and I love my classes and my teachers, and Freed Hardeman is where I belong. And if it wasn't for you all, this dream, this achievement wouldn't happen. If I got a chance to talk to the alumni, friends, and the donors face to face, I would just tell them how truly grateful and thankful I am that they have been a part of my life. You know, and you all are such great people. And to make a difference in someone's life like mine, you know, it's just truly inspiring, because now in return, I want to help people. I want to make a difference, and all because of you all, you know, so thank you so much. Thank you for making my dreams become reality.